Welcome to the Garage Strength Applied Grip Strength Training. So this is specifically for wrestling. Starting off with some good old-fashioned softball pull-ups. Notice the grip here, similar to something you're going to get with a collar tie, wrist control, any of those classic positions. Use all fingers when you're pulling. Try and get these wrestlers to focus on using the pinkies and the ring fingers more. Don't let those phalanges be dead. Okay, so what I wanted to do here is I wanted to demonstrate for our next exercise. Notice the grip here, okay? So I call these clinch extensions. So something I've noticed a lot, especially because the last couple weekends I've been watching some college tournaments and some local high school tournaments, watch Midlands, watch Southern Scuffle, and I noticed kids losing grip all the time. So what I like to do with my wrestlers is use different grips for different movements. So to test them out and to see where they're strongest. So we'll see, like on the wrestling mat, where kids are using one grip, but that's actually not their best grip, but they don't know that because they never really tested it. So here's a tricep extension where you can use a clinch type grip to go through. And if that's not your best grip, well, then you can alter your grip to sort of like an open palm, and that might be your preferred grip. But what you can use with these exercises is see, which way is easier for me to hold and which way is not. Actually, this way is pretty difficult for me. This is more like a grip that you'd use for like a tight waist, or not a tight waist, for like a gut. So here I wanted to trigger two. There's a little knee pick there, and you got like one-on-one on that shoulder to control the shoulder and get that knee pick. So we got two crucial grip points here. We got Bo Nickel, same thing. He's got underhook to a knee pick here. So single arm fat grip curl. This is why, this is something, you got that fat grip. It mimics the size of a wrestler's wrists, forearm, their ankle, their knee, but it forces you to focus on just that one arm, just like a knee pick would be, just like that one-on-one might be in neutral, or even if you're in the referee's position somewhere like that. So the fat grips do a tremendous job, but you got to use them properly. And again, this isn't the entire training system for a wrestler, but grip is extremely important. So here we got, again, underhook. We got a one-on-one right here. How can we transfer that from the weight room into the mat? We got pinch curls, okay? So you can use hex dumbbells. You can use, these are tri-bar that I'm using. You could use a fat grip, but these are great because it's going to give you that clamp strength. And that's the thing. You've got to be explosive, but you've also got to be explosive with your grip. And actually, you can see this is a picture of Kerry McCoy holding another wrestler's leg in the air, but you can really see how that, the wrestler's fending off Kerry's forearm there, and he's got almost the exact same grip as on the clamp curls. And ironically, this is a bad picture, but from the other side, Kerry McCoy's got the same type of grip on his ankle, on his knee area. Okay, so again, this is defense and offensive grip work. These are clamp curls with dumbbells, with hex dumbbells together. I love these because you've got to keep squeezing to keep the dumbbells together. So it's an applied. It's a dynamic isometric curl, which is what it's called, for your grip strength. So again, this is something that's incredible, and in the width of it can determine, is that it's the knee, it's at the ankle. Fat bar extensions, again, this is something I like for front headlock type position, especially with that fat bar. I got the false grip going here. A lot of grip work in wrestling tends to be with a false grip where the thumb is not covering back. And here I wanted to, this is Jake Varner. He does this little controls the head there. Okay, so he's got good control here. With that false grip, you can see his thumb is not under the neck. And then when he's taking his shot, same thing here. So he's almost from like the front headlock position and then down to another false grip on his ankle. Good grip work. So here we got the front headlock extension. Same position, but it's more, you're heading into that front headlock. And I have got the false grip going, and I wanted to use Varner as an example of how he almost pulled the Ukrainian's neck to set him up to get that little ankle pick with the false grip. Okay, here we got Gwiz and Snyder false gripping in that awkward position, open palm. And that's why I like the ball curls here, because it's such a wide open palm grip. So we're always talking about grip work in wrestling, but in the strength world we're not using strength training the way it should be. And you can use it in an open palm, a closed palm, interlocking grip work, fat grip work. And here you got Sadalayev owning a guy, the defensive dude here. He's actually got a false grip there, not a false grip there, but he's trying to fend off that. I think this is a video where he just sort of, Sadalayev just tosses him by. But again, it's important to have this stuff. There's some more, a little close-handed. You're looking at one wrist control, and that's where this rotating the forearm on a fat bar can help you peel off a half. It can help you peel off if someone's coming underneath on a spiral ride. They're getting a one-on-one here. Here, this is great for cross-face cradle, setting that up. And now we got a forearm roller. Again, it's important to be able to use, notice how I'm using my fingers to lower it. Finger strength is extremely important. It's just like toe strength in a sprinter. So not only do you want to use your fingers to lower the bar here, the forearm roller, but then you want to use them and coordinate them together to raise the weight back up. And it's imperative for these wrestlers to be able to use fingers one at a time, but also all synergistically. So we're going to have another angle so you can sort of see the fingers working, and you can decide here if somebody's got a weak false grip, we'll do the forearm roller without the false grip. If they've got a good false grip, well, then you can do it with the thumb covered over. So you can really trigger this here. But in the program, the Applied Grip Strength Training program, we cover all of these bases to improve your grip strength specifically for wrestling. Okay, so now we got these nice underhooks and the collar tie. So we use an underhook curl with the fat bar and tension at the top. Everybody wants to do curls, but they're not using a fat bar and they're not using tension at the top. That tension at the top is going to help you jack up that underhook. Think about Bo Nickel throwing that underhook and tossing the guy by so you can get that ankle pick. Same with Jake Varner. Here we got Turvold getting controlled a little bit. Vlagnev, and here we've got a full wrist control there and over top. And if you can control a wrist in neutral, you can control it. You can control the pace of the match. Okay. So this is where the reverse ball grip comes into play, because it's again a fatter, wider with a neutral grip curl coming at you. It's just imperative to attack grip work from every angle possible in the world of wrestling, because you never know what angle and what mode of rotation. So now we're working into fat grip herbal curls here. There's fat grips on those dumbbells. So those fat grips are a great tool to use to throw on your dumbbells at the end for a finisher. And again, you got to be explosive. You got to have you got to be explosive with your grip, but you also have to have long endurance for grip strength as well. So go to garagestrength.com, check out the applied grip training, buy the program today, and fix your wrestling on the mat.